What's up, all you cool kids? This is Daisy Collins of TsunamiRose.net, coming at you live from my little art studio here in Las Vegas, Nevada, as I do Monday through Friday, bringing you a new junk journal video pretty much every single day. So if that is the type of thing that you are into, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much. So today, excuse me, we are on our never-ending quest to make junk journals. So today I'm going to be making some junk journal scrap trim fabric thing that I make. Actually, I should have probably brought some out. Hang on. You guys have probably seen me make this on my channel before, or you've seen it on my actual junk journals. But basically, I just sew together pieces of scrap fabric along with pieces of scrap lace. And you guys, I didn't know that my camera was out of focus this whole time, and I could have gotten, I don't know if you guys are getting a nicer image, but this looks a lot nicer than normal, and I think it's because I had my stuff out of focus. This whole time I had it out of focus. You see that little boy? You see that little boy? He's stretching, that little boy. Okay, you guys, so today I'm going to be doing the scrap trim that is basically all white lace, and we'll have different colored fabrics as you can see here, but it is going to be mostly all white lace. So I have loaded on here hot pink thread. Right? I'm surprised. I didn't know there was a focus option. I was really thinking like, well, this new camera isn't really as better as my other camera. So I'm like, you know, what gives? Okay, so I like to cut the fabric into about 6-inch strips, and they are almost an inch. So they're probably about 3/4 of an inch. Some of them might be an inch. I don't know. They might vary. But you can either, I like to use them either at 4 or 6 inches length. And that's just optional. I just like to see different fabrics kind of rotating throughout the whole scrap trim experience. So I use the Brothers Project Runway Limited Edition CE1125 PRW. That is the sewing machine that I use, and you can get this at Walmart. So that's why I love it. So again, I have a whole bag here of fabric next to me, and I have a whole bag here of fabric that I have. And you can find all kinds of fabric. I have bought thick rolls of lace, I should say. Thick rolls of lace I have purchased on Amazon. Very well, actually. So I'm going to put, it doesn't really matter what side of the lace or what side is on the right or the left. I'm going to put basically the lace, and I'm going to overlap it with the fabric. We are going to be using a zigzag stitch. And for this one, I kind of have to look at my past ones to judge what size this is. It's not very wide, and it's not the default, so it is kind of long. So let's try 1.8 length, and we're gonna keep it at the default. Width. And I think I'm gonna sew right here. You kind of gotta pick a point where you're gonna stick out. It's a little hard because I have a camera right in front of my face. But here we go. Test this out. And let's see. It looks like it's actually a little bit wider. So we're going to go 2 points wider. Actually, 2 points wider. And I'm going to go one more. So I'm going to go 2 point on length and 5 point on width. I'm trying to match what I've done in the past. But it's really whatever you like. You can add a long piece of fabric, or like I said, I like to add short pieces of fabric. So that way they alternate a little bit more. So let's test this out here. I think I want to try and sew right on the edge there. That seems to be more like how it was the last time I made this. Yeah, there we go. So those two stitches match up pretty nicely now. So let's continue on the fun. So now I have this strip of lace, which I have sewed on 2 pieces of fabric. Does it? Thank you guys. Thank you. I learned how to, I was wondering when the camera quality would get better. Hi, Minxie. Look at this huge jug of coffee. It's bigger than my face. Okay. So now we get another piece of lace. And I am lucky enough to have several kinds of white lace. So I am a little bit picky right now. I want a different kind of white lace in between the biggest kind of lace that I have. So we'll give that one a break. And we're just going to sew right on top of it. Okay. Here, you guys can get a look at how I get to sew with literally my nose is right here. If you want to see what I'm really looking at. But no, y'all want to see the cat. It's more exciting. Definitely, this is a lot more comfortable to sew off camera, but that's okay. It's okay. So I overlap it, make sure it's overlapping the fabric a little bit, clamp it down, and then I'll fix this part of the fabric over the lace. Okay. Grab another piece of fabric. So again, the strips of fabric that I'm using is about almost 1 inch by about 6 to 4 inches in length. And I do have this actually posted for sale in my store if you're interested already in 5 yards. So you get 5 yards of this scrap trim. And you get either colored lace or you get white lace. So that is up to you guys. Let me post the link. There we go. Okay, so here we're out of fabric and lace. So I'm going to grab another piece of fabric and another piece of lace, and I'm just going to put them on top. Just place them there. Tap it down and we'll keep sewing. Arrange it. So you see the trail that we're leaving here, really pretty looking trim. Okay, and now we need more lace, and you could always attach, I have a bunch of little pieces that I'll probably make like a Frankenstein one with a bunch of different colored threads and stuff. We'll probably put that together soon. So let's get another piece of the lace, this white lace here. And I think I want to make some ruffles. I found somebody posted, Paula Lemon posted a photo of some really pretty fabric pleat ruffles, whatever you want to call it. And hi, Carol. Hello, Shelly B. Who did I not say? Hi, Delene. Tanya. I don't know if I already said hi to Patricia. Anna. Hi, you guys. And she posted a photo of this really pretty, it looked like hand-ripped fabric, pleats or ruffles, whatever is the technical term for it. And I kind of want to try it out right now. But I don't have a butter knife, so it calls for like a butter knife or a popsicle stick or something. I don't have that. I need to buy popsicle sticks, though. That is on my list. Okay, okay. Let's see what other fabric. Some cuts of the fabric are a little bit more exciting than others. You got to use all of them. Okay, so we ran out of fabric, so we're going to put this fabric right on top. Like that, and we'll just keep some. And now we're out of lace. We'll use this one. Lace goes on top, fabric goes on the bottom. Okay. Just like that. You try and keep it even. So I went a little bit too high with my stitching. But the best part about this is if you really mess up on a part, like say right here, look, I kind of messed up because it's a little bit separate. I will be sewing it, but say that got too far apart. Well, and say you're not happy with that gap there, you could just cut it. And then we're just gonna sew it back together like this. Where you think it's better. And you just sew it together, girl. That's all you gotta do, see? And you just go on your merry way. You just continue. That's exactly what I'm gonna do with all these scrap pieces that I have. I'm just gonna put them together just like that. So let's keep going. Now we're out of both fabric and lace. Here is this interesting piece of lace here, different kind of lace. And here's a pretty fabric. So we kind of join them here on top of this fabric here. Might slip up from under you, but it's okay. Just really softly hold them because they're not together. They're not together yet. Okay, so now they are. Now you can tug on them or whatever, pull on them. And now we're out of lace. Lace. So I bought this really wide roll of lace on Amazon, and I was able to shave it down to almost 3/4 inch strips. And then I know I had other lace that was really wide that I cut down to 1/4 inch or 3/4 inch strips. So definitely do search on Amazon for wide lace. It's pretty cheap, actually. It's like that 80s looking lace, but it's okay. For this project, it's okay. And then you can get yourself really nice. There's white lace lots on Amazon too that you can buy if they're like 1 inch is probably the size of lace that you need for this project right here. Now we need fabric. And this just continues and it just continues. And I'm telling you, I use this up all the time. Now that I did it, after I started doing it, now I can't imagine my junk journals without it. Every so often I add a new step to my junk journals and it just takes them even longer. How wide is your lace and your fabric? So the fabric, both the fabric and the lace are 3/4 inch. I believe. Yeah, 3/4 inch or 1 inch, either one. Either one will work. I think some pieces of the fabric are 1 inch and some pieces are 3/4 inch. Either one works. Let's do this white lace here. So definitely try and look for different patterned wide white laces. And you can achieve the same look. This project basically came about because I had a bunch of wide laces and I had no use for them. to be that wide, like 6, 8 inches wide. And so I decided to cut them down into strips because I needed lace for this. I think I used really nice lace in the beginning. Oh, right, any fabric. So like that. Yep, look at that. Nice. It's getting nice and long. I probably have about a yard right now of this. I'd say it's going pretty well. Okay, here we go. I just eyeball it. I mean, there might be some parts where it gets wider and some parts where it gets narrower, but for the most part, it still works when you use it on the junk journal. I recently bought a bag of quilting scraps, but didn't notice that they smell like mothballs. Suggestions. Coffee beans. That's what I always heard. Dunk them in coffee beans. Hi, Fawn. I'm glad you're here too, girl. It's chopstick break time. Okay. Okay, let's do this fabric. And this fabric I actually cut with my on my cutting board with the rotary cutter to make it easier. But you could, of course, just rip them apart. Just rip apart the lace. I mean, the fabric. You can't do that to the lace, but the fabric is. I wanted to see Boo Boo. You see that boy? He's right there. That little boy. Boo Boo. Boo Boo. He's loving this weather right now. It's like 60 degrees right now. So nice. So he is enjoying the door being open for a couple hours already. The lace right there. For the most part, I can just eyeball this project. It doesn't have to be perfect anyways, but you can definitely eyeball it. As long as your two fabrics are, sewn together, it doesn't matter which point you decided to sew on there. Isn't he sweet? Yeah, he's the sweetest little boy. I got such a good picture of him today. He looks adorable, of course. See, this fabric right here is even narrower. This is probably like 1/2 inch. And you can still use it. Okay, so what kind of lace? Okay, so let's use the, oops, I moved the camera. Whoops. Whoops. Okay. Okay. This is going to go right here. There we go. That's good. Okay. Sorry, Delene autocorrect thinks they know you. Hi, T Friday 77. What's up? What is up? I want to start new junk journals, but I have to do this first before I start new ones. There's little pups outside. You can hear them. So I have a nice little stash going on there. Of course, I have a bunch of fabrics to pick from. Okay, that was that lace. goes here. It might be a little bit, see right here, might not be enough for him to try and put it underneath it. So sometimes, like I said, you just end up cutting it and putting it back together. It's okay. So here we need more fabric. And of course, most of this fabric is actually bed sheets. So, Daisy, what are you doing? Any Valentine's themed journals? I don't know. I don't think so. I could, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Themes make me nervous. I don't know why. I do have some Valentine's Day themed printables I can use up, I suppose. The last Valentine's Day collage pages I made, I actually just ended up putting them in regular junk journals. And they looked okay, actually. They looked pretty cute. Okay, so fabric. Okay, now we need some lace. I'm in the mood for that. That's cute. Well, I'm sending you some love, Fawn. It is a cute theme, though. I do have, like I said, vintage things I could use up. Pa, 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 pa. Slipped, it slipped. Okay. Okay. And you can always switch up your thread color if you wanted to every once in a while, too. That'd be fun. That would be fun. I tend to do like 5 yards of one color, and then I do 5 yards of another color, etc., etc. Okay, so here we ran out of both. Ran out of both fabric and lace. So let's add some more. Here's our fabric. Here's our lace. The lace down first. And then the fabric on. Boo boo. Oh my goodness. He wants wet food. That's what he's asking for right now because it's his feeding time. You'll have to wait, boo boo. He's so funny. He just like patted me right here over the shoulder. I don't know if you guys saw that. He's like, please, Mom, I want some more. He definitely looks forward to his wet food. He tolerates dry food, but he looks forward to wet food for lunch. He's a silly little boy. Okay, so lace underneath. And we'll add more fabric. I need to cut up more fabric. I have a whole bag of it, but not that I need more, but I would like more options of fabric. This looks good. It's a nice pile growing. I like to see that. Piles of stuff like that growing and growing. Yes. No, he doesn't want me to pay attention to him. He doesn't care about attention. He wants wet food. It's 3 o'clock, and that's when he gets his wet food, and and he knows it. He doesn't want you to forget that he wants wet food. He'll go over there, and when I don't pay attention to him, he'll be like, "Fine, I'll just eat my dry food." He has food. It's not that he doesn't even have food. It's just time for his wet food. So silly. If he wants attention, he'll bring me his toy to throw. That's the kind of attention he wants from me, specifically. He's a funny little fella. Let's get this here. Okay, so I'm going to do this for another 4 minutes, and then I'm going to do the next steps. And we'll see how long that takes me. Then we can either continue, or that'll be that, because to finish it off, oh, here's a different type of fabric. To finish it off, kind of, it takes a couple steps. And I'll show you what they are. Lace. Here. Okay, some more fabric. Again, I like to use little pieces. You certainly could use longer pieces of both lace and fabric, but I like to see the fabric switch up every once in a while. So get some lace. Underneath the fabric. Oui, I am very French. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm professional. Sorry. Okay, what's everybody saying? 3 p.m. is when I feed my 2 cats their afternoon wet food. Yep, 3 p.m. is just the perfect time for that. It's just the universal cat feeding time. Also, I would like to eat that. Oh, not cat food, but I would like to eat now too. That would be nice. Oh, I didn't need fabric. I needed lace. I literally have 2 gallon-sized bags next to me. You saw them in the thumbnail. 2 big gallon-sized bags. One has fabric, one has lace, white lace. And I just grab from the bag. I kind of have to dig through to find the different fabrics, though. Here's one that's different. Don't want to become repetitive because I do have a lot of fabrics to pick from. Okay. Oops. No, it slipped. Oh. Right here. Ooh, that's perfect size to end it on. Okay, cool. You don't want to pull on your fabric because you might create tension. So I'm just holding it down. I hold it at the very end, and then I hold it down here. I don't pull on it. Okay, so now the next step is to sew all the joints for your fabric and where your lace switches. So here I'm going to sew right here and then right here. So that's 2 little joints that I have to put together. And it's just so that the fabric doesn't like flip. And you definitely don't have to do both joints there. I just like to make sure all the fabric is nice and held down. And I don't backstitch with this project, so just so you know, no backstitching here. So here we have a place, oops, my alarm. We have a spot here where the fabrics join. Oops. And now I need to rethread. 1 second. Okay. Okay. Okay, so 1 second. Oof. This is always hard when the sewing machine is literally like, I don't know, 8 inches away from my face. Okay, so we're gonna sew right here this joint where the fabrics meet. And then we're gonna sew the spot over here to the left of that where the laces meet right here. So you just put them together. Sorry, they meet up. And it's all one solid piece, nothing, it just, you know, one solid piece of ribbon. If I didn't, I would get this, and I don't know, I don't think that's cute. So let's put that together. Join the laces. And if it's too far, if you can't join them together, I would cut them and then join them together. But that worked right there. Okay, so we're moving it along. Here's another spot. The fabric kind of messed up there. See, I'm not happy with that. So I'm going to cut it here, and then I'm going to cut that spot out that I don't like. And then we're just going to pretend that it never happened. We're just going to sew this together. It never happened. I didn't mess up. Nope. Hi, Tina. And then we're going to sew it right here as well. And this is what also takes up some time. But it's also fun, and it's a good way to use up your scrap fabric, and a good way to use up that wide lace that you don't know what to do with. Well, you should definitely make some of this scrap trim. It's just a little time consuming. So this right here, I'll see if they join together, but they might be a little bit too far away. Let's see. Let's see what happens. Daisy, I have been catching your vids after you film. Oh, well, I'm glad to see you here, Mama Megs. Okay, here's another spot. Oh, that almost bit my finger off because I can't see this little corner because of the camera. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, here's a spot where the lace meets. That's good. I have something for you, girlfriend. Can I email you for an address where to send it? Yeah, you can email me at daisycollins@TsunamiRose.net. I'll type it out if I can. Let me see. DaisyCollins@TsunamiRose.net. That is my email, Mama Makes. Let's see. Right here. Right here. I'm not trying to block your view of Ambu. I'm trying to block the real star of my videos. He is loving it. And then as soon as I close the door, he starts huffing and puffing like, why'd you close the door? Open the door. Like literally. Like he'll be like, okay, close the door. And then 10 minutes later, he's like, why'd you close the door? Now I have nothing to do. It gets cold though. at night I'll leave the door open and I'll just hang like a blanket over the door so you can't see inside, but he can go in and like look out, and he's so happy. But then it gets cold and so I close it and he gets unhappy. Okay, let's do this one. See this part, I don't know how long this part takes, but that's why I stopped at half hour. And I'm like, let me do this next part because this sometimes takes a while if you do too much of it. So every once in a while, like I said, you can join all these pieces together later. Every once in a while, I'll stop and join all the pieces together. Here we have lace on lace. Fabric. Airplane going above me. It's great living next to an airport. It's fine, it's fine. Okay, so this will go right here. No, thank you, Mama Megs. Thank you. Second Chance Crafting. Hello, lady. How are you? Let's get this together right here. That will get joined. And we have this one. So it is tedious, but I just really like what this scrap trim adds to the journal pages. I really like it. It makes a really nice side profile for sure. For sure. Okay, and then sometimes I miss a spot. You can always get it later. But sometimes I miss a spot. It happens. And this is where you could have used a different color thread. Sometimes it's kind of fun to see this part done in a different thread than this part right here. I've done that before. Right now I'm a little lazy and I don't want to change out the thread, but in the past, when I haven't been lazy, it's a really cute look actually. It's a really cute look. So joining all these right here. Too excited to start a new junk journal, but I needed more of this trim for sure. Definitely needed more trim. Okay. Yep, see. It's taken about 10 minutes already just to sew the joints. I just want to make sure I get them all, of course. And you can play around with the colors of the fabric or scrap trim to suit your journal. But pink kind of goes with all of them, so pink looks pretty. And I didn't change any of the settings to do this part either. So it's the same settings as the first line of the zigzag that we did. Snoozy Susu, hello. Hello. Okay, so this goes here. Like that. We're almost done with this part anyways. Then we got to do the last part. And the last part's pretty easy if it goes right. You can definitely stop at this part right here that I'm doing, but I do have a third step. There is a third step, and it's more for looks, but still. But still, I prefer it myself. Okay, this part right here. this one right here. Ooh, the sun is starting to come through. Oh, I got new curtains, y'all. You can see them? Oh wait, I could turn them. I could turn the, the camera. You can see my curtains. I'm way too excited, and they're just sheer curtains. They're not like anything too fancy. They do have a nice little design on them, but the sun is coming through right now. Okay. And it really brightens up the room that they're clear. Well, not clear, but sheer, I should say. I am trying, you guys. I'm going to start decorating and buying shelves and stuff, so I'm kind of excited. I'm going to go to IKEA. So I'm going to hit up IKEA and get all this stuff. We'll see when. And because it takes me a while to decide, so I'll have to take a couple trips before I actually decide what it is that I'm going to actually buy. I'm terrible. I'm the worst. But if I'm gonna pay more than $5 for something, I'm gonna really think about it. That's just me. So I'm gonna go check out what they have for decor. And apparently I'm into shelves and not like cabinets. So I feel like I'm gonna buy a shelf. And I don't know if I want to replace my other shelves to have them all match, or if I kind of like the whole like hodgepodge look that I have going on. I'm not sure yet. Okay. This is the last little joint that we have to join here. Okay. So that took 10 minutes of joining all those little scraps of fabric. Okay, so now the last step is actually a straight stitch. I just run a straight stitch just down the whole piece of ribbon, and it doesn't really do much. It's literally just for looks. And you definitely don't have to. I just like to. I'll put the straight stitch as long as it possibly can be. And we're just gonna go slow here. But we are just basically traversing. Hang on. I don't know why maybe the stitch is too long because it's making it like bunch up. I am not pulling it, so maybe this is better. Okay, so shorter maybe. Let me make it a little bit longer than that. Oh, so that's good. Try and get it in the middle or down here towards this part. It doesn't really matter. And it actually looks really cuter if you do it in a different color. So I ended up doing it on 3.5 lengths, straight stitch. And it just goes through like those tickets at Chuck E. Cheese. And you can pick it up and you can move where your stitch is going. There's really no right or wrong way to do this at all. Whoa! I don't know quite what happened there, but let's continue. Let's just pretend nothing happened. Keep it moving. Okay, here we go. It happened again. I kind of just am stretching out the fabric lace so that way it doesn't get all scrunched up. And I don't know what the problem is, but we're going to keep on trucking. Make sure the bottom's okay. Everything's okay. I don't know. Let's go. Just keep on going. is happening. I don't know. I really don't know because everything's fine. Well, actually, no. Okay, I see the bobbin is all kind of messed up now. Now that I see. Okay, hang on. Hang on. What is wrong with the bobbin? Let's see. Let's see. 1 second. What? Let's try this again. Start over. Send it good energy, and let's keep going. That's all we can do. I don't know. I'm not a scientist, you guys. I don't know. Let's see how that is coming out. It's still coming out very bad. Oh, let's see. Yeah, that's not good. The bobbin is messing up. Am I just going too fast? I don't know. Am I going too fast? Yeah, okay. Maybe I was going too fast because these last couple ones are good. I don't know. I'll change out the bobbin soon. It's like 5 yards of a straight line to do. We're trucking. It's going horribly, but we're still trucking. I don't know what's going so bad. I honestly, truly don't, because the top is just fine. I don't know. Whoa. Listen, nobody's ever going to see the back of it, so it's okay. I just don't know what's wrong. You see how it's like giving me all these bunched up, under, underneath. It's all bunched up, but whatever, because I'm done. So now what I'm going to do, because I still have like 10 minutes to fill the video, I am going to join this piece that I made with pieces that I made in the past. So, because when you do the junk journals, sometimes you'll have a little piece left over that's this size. And you want to join them together. And now they're one big happy family there. Then I'm going to add another one. So I have a bunch of little pieces. Like this one. See, this one I did 2 different colors, and that was a lot of fun. So here I'm going to join these 2 pieces. This bobbin is messed up. And I don't know why. Like, what is even happening? But I'm almost done. What is going on? I don't know. I'll have to check. April, you might have to get some. Really, lint? Because I just cleaned my machine the other day, girl. You saw the big, oops. You saw the big old thing of lint I pulled out. It can't possibly be any more. I pulled everything out. But we'll see. I'll open it up again and check, but hopefully that's not the case. I don't know. I did clean it. Let's see. I can also check it later after I'm done going. For the most part, it was working well until like what, 5 minutes ago. Okay, so here's the tiniest little piece right here. Which will join right here. And we'll see how this goes. Something there, some at the top too, where the light is. Here? That one worked out better. Wait, I had one more to do there. Yeah, here. Okay, now it's working. I don't know. I can't explain it. Sewing machines and printers, it's just either it like fixes itself or you return it. I don't know. It's working perfectly fine now. Like maybe I needed to rethread the top. I don't know. Now we'll attach the rest. Okay, here's this part right here. See this right here, this fabric is a little bit wider than this other one, but that's okay. We can still join it together. And now it's all together like one big happy family. And the back is starting to mess up again. Okay, I'll have to check. I'll have to check and see what's wrong. So it's working and now it's not, so I'll have to check. You see that? Now it's good again. I don't know. It's messing with me, that's for sure. It's messing with me. Okay, so here's a big old piece. I'm going to join it too. This piece is pretty big right here. Okay, so these are going to be joined. And I like to join them all as one big old piece sometimes, so I can keep them all in one place. I don't have different little pieces everywhere. They're all just all in one big giant place. I'll make a huge roll of it, which is exactly what I'm going to do here. So you guys, thank you guys so much for joining me on today's video where we made, look at all this nice stash of fabric trim. I hope you guys got an idea of how it is done. I hope you guys had some fun with me today. I'll probably be doing this for the rest of the day in preparation for the next junk journals that I make. I will probably get started on a new junk journal tomorrow. So join me for that. We'll start a new little golden book. So thank you guys so much for joining me today. And I hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you guys tomorrow. Give me a little thumbs up if you guys did enjoy the little video. So thank you guys so much. And bye. We'll see you tomorrow.